Howdy guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is going to be the intro to my 20 and 2021 project pan. I just finished my 20 and 2020 project pan, so I'll link that below. Kind of debated on whether or not I'm going to keep up with the project pan thing or if I'm going to go back to like makeup YouTube as normal, quote unquote, because project panning is still not like as mainstream as I think it should be. But I don't make any money from this, so I need to like not buy all the new things and actually use what I have. So in last year's project, it only took me 6 months. I'm not gonna spoil it, but 6 months was pretty good for 20 items. So with that one, I wanted to focus on products that were older in my collection and get use out of those, and I also rotated through quite a few things because of my like monthly makeup baskets. For 2021, I have a slightly different approach because most of the older things in my collection are gone. Like I used them up in that project or I decluttered a bunch of stuff. So the vast majority, I'd say like 95% of the items that I have now in my makeup collection, I've gotten in 2020, which is kind of scary. And I also need to save money this year. I kind of was a little loose, to say the least, in 2020 with all that stuff because yeah, it was not a good time. But I did pay off my debt in 2020, which is really going to be helpful. And part of my brain is like, yes, more money to spend, but also part of my brain is like, no, you need to save that. And with this year, I don't want to be accumulating much more than I already have. That's why I want to keep like rotating through and using things up, because I was supposed to move last year like somewhere around right now, but didn't happen because borders are closed. Like my fiance's in the military and he can't leave the base anymore. Like he was going to be able to leave his base and come home for a little bit, but now he can't because cases have spiked in his area, so the base is totally shut down. The country he is in is doing a very good job of controlling it, so it shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. I don't want to be bringing an entire suitcase full of makeup with me, especially like now. I think it's a good amount, I can handle it, but if I get like much more, it's gonna be kind of eh. So anyways, I'll stop rambling about that. If you like project pans and cruelty-free and vegan makeup, stick around. I do 3 videos a week. So my goals for this one, I want to hit new pan on at least 10 items. So if I go more than that, great. And I also want to finish up 10 non-base products. So I'm not going to count mascara, foundation, concealer, powder, or setting spray. So this is going to be fun. Like I obviously still want to use up those things, but I want to use up things that are not those because those are pretty easy cop-outs. And I might need the whole year for this one because the last one, a lot of the stuff that I was working on was kind of like already had some use on it, but now everything I have is brand new, so it's going to take me a while. I don't have any eyeshadows right now with pan in them, so I'm going to throw in a few of those here and there. So I'll keep updating monthly on these, and just like I have been doing. I don't know if I'm going to do the monthly makeup rotation. What were those called? Shop My Stash, that's what it was. I'm not going to continue doing the Shop My Stash, I don't think, just because it kind of got repetitive and didn't seem like people cared about it. They just wanted to see the progress in the makeup, which is fair. But for this, I'm only going to focus on 5 items at a time, and I am going to pick the items. So once I finish up like one of those items, then I'll roll a new one in. But I think I'm going to wait until the end of the month. No, will that be even possible? Because if I wait until, like say I finish something in January, but I have a few weeks, like January 15th or something, then I have a few weeks left until February and I don't start on the new thing until February, like will that be wasting time? Maybe I'll just roll something in immediately and then tell you about it like in the monthly update or something, I don't know. Because I feel like 20 items is going to be a lot to get through, and if I wait on everything, it's going to take too long. And then if there's a category of things that I'm not currently trying to pan, then I'll rotate through my stash of that product. So like if I'm not working on a highlighter specifically, then I will rotate through all of my highlighters. And then I think on Sundays, I'm going to let myself use whatever I want just so I don't get burnt out, especially with eyeshadow, because I like doing a lot of different eyeshadow looks, and I feel like if I'm stuck with the same palette or few shades, it's going to get kind of boring. And I like to post different looks on Instagram, so I feel like the same 2 shades over and over and over and over again are not going to be good. And then for the usually if you do a project pan, you do like a no buy or low buy to go with it. I'm going to do kind of a low buy, but I'm going to limit myself to 2 total orders per month. And then I can roll them over, especially like I might do that to save up some for like Black Friday, because that's when I've got a lot of stuff, was Black Friday or the the early Black Friday sales is what got me. So that's orders of makeup. So I'm not going to include skincare, hair care, body kind of stuff because most of those things I have enough already, but I don't really have a problem with buying too much of those because I know that those take up a lot more room than makeup. Like a shampoo is bigger than a lipstick, obviously. So I don't want to have a ton of that stuff like extra or leftover or whatever that I'm going to have to pack. The orders, I'm going to have a maximum of $100 each or a total of $200 a month. And then the money won't roll over. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do with this, like, so if I spend, like if I make a $50 order on Ulta, I'm thinking about putting the other 50 like into either savings or like investing. I've really been getting into like stock exchange like Robinhood and those kind of apps and Bitcoin. So I might kind of do this. It just also depends on like revenue because I work for myself. So if I like am doing really bad in sales, then I can't be doing that. But I'm not gonna like overspend what I should because I need to pay bills and fly out of the country at some point this year. So I need money for that. I think that was all the rules. So let's get on to the products. I made myself a little chart of the orders so I can write them down. The first thing in here, this is the oldest liquid lipstick that I have in my collection. This is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick and the shade is Sleepless. I really, really love this shade. I also have, I think, Lime Crime Cashmere is a dupe for this, and I have that one too. Got this in April 2018, so this is almost 3 years old. Definitely needs to go out, but I like the color and the formula a lot, so I'm going to try to use as much of it as I can before it goes bad. It's still good as of now. But if that changes, obviously I'll just count it done. But I have used this quite a bit. I've had it for a while, so I don't know. I've never used up a liquid lipstick though, so I don't know. And then the next one is the oldest product overall that I have. This is the Milani Luminoso blush. And I believe, from what I can remember, I think I got this in 2014. So this is like ancient in makeup years, but it's still good. Like a lot of times powder products will lose their pigment if they're too old, but this one still seems to be fine. So there's where I am starting with that. And my goal for this, I know I'm not going to be able to use it up. There's no way. But I'm going to try to hit half of the pan. So like I'm going to focus on this side right here and try to use it up like to about there. And I feel like this blush goes with just about anything, so I shouldn't have a problem using it every day. But I mainly like, I mean, I could like just get rid of this and like buy a new one, but it's just the principle for me. Like I want to use this up, and it's like a thing in the panning community, especially on Instagram, that you have to use up your Milani Luminoso because everybody has the same one and they've had it forever. So I need to finish it up. I don't think I've ever finished a blush either. And then this is the oldest eyeshadow palette that I have in my collection. It is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract. And I think I got this in 2018, so that's not too old for an eyeshadow palette, but I do want to make some progress. And like did I say in this video or last video, but I don't have pan currently in any eyeshadows because they're all kind of new. I'm going to try to do that with this. I don't know if I'm going to like try to slowly pan this palette because I don't want to be stuck in a pan that palette situation. That's not my vibe. I've tried that before. It didn't work for me because I just didn't want to use it, and I either didn't do my makeup or I only wore like one shade at a time. But right now, these two shades kind of sort of go together, so if I just wanted to do something quick, I'm going to use the shade Saucy and Bold. So these two right here. And I marked them, that's a liquid lipstick. I just put that there and then I can wipe it off once I'm done. That way I can remember which one that I'm trying to use. And this shade right here, Cheeky, has a big dip in it as well, so I might go for that one next if I hit pan on one of these. I just want to hit pan on those, like I said earlier, because I'm trying to hit pan on 10 new things. So once I hit pan on those, I might move on to another eyeshadow. And then the last thing for now is the e.l.f. contour shade. I want to finish this up because I have other contours that I think are better suited for my skin tone. So there is that. I hit pan on it earlier this year. And I use it pretty much every day, so I think I can get it done. And this one, I might just count this, like I'm not going to count this for this project because I kind of counted this as my last thing for my 20 and 2020 project pan. But there's like a tiny little bit left of that highlighter, so I don't think, like I feel like I would be cheating if I put that in this project. So that was the 5 things I'm going to focus on first. The Dose of Colors Sleepless, the Milani Luminoso, 2 shades from the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette, and then the e.l.f. contour shade. And I made a little chart as well for with each thing, what my goal is, if I want to hit pan or finish it, and then when I started it, and then when I rolled it out, and then like if I use it up or hit pan on it. So if you do this kind of stuff and you don't have a notebook, I definitely suggest to get one, especially for like me and you have notebooks just laying around. Like I just had this one that didn't have many pages used out of it, and this is my like project pan makeup notebook. And there's some new things that I have gotten recently that I haven't had a chance to cycle through yet, especially some lipsticks and some of those like e.l.f. eye things, like the liquid metallic shadows. So I'm going to try to cycle through those while also getting a head start on the products for this project. I also need to figure out if I want, like if there's something that I just happen to use up or hit pan on, like am I going to count that? Because I don't know, because normally I would do that with like a foundation or something that you would just use all the time, you know, but I don't think that will happen much with this project because I'm not allowed to count like foundation and powder and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. That is it for this video. Let me know if you guys are going to join along in this, and let me know what your YouTube or Instagram is that you're doing this project on, and I will go check it out. I don't know if this was like started by anybody, but I did the 20 and 2020 last year, so I'm just carrying it over into this year. And let me know if there's any specific kinds of videos that you like to watch around project pans. I did a video at the beginning of last year's project where I showed the products that I had hit pan on, but I don't have any like new ones to show because I either decluttered them or got like used the rest of it up. So maybe if I make some decent progress and some more, I can do another one of those. But let me know if there's any other kinds of videos that you'd like to see relating to project pans. So click up here to watch my most recent video, or click up here to watch my declutter playlist, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss seeing my face in your subscription box every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The links to my social media as well as anything else that I mentioned in this video will be in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the comments. Bye.